Okay, what if I told you that the secret behind a modern bulletproof vest wasn't cooked up in some high-tech lab in the 20th century, but was actually perfected on the battlefields of ancient Greece more than 2,500 years ago? Seriously, let's dive in, because the key to stopping a bullet today might just be hiding in a truly ancient blueprint.
You know, for as long as there have been soldiers, they've faced this one fundamental problem: protection versus mobility. Do you weigh yourself down with heavy armor that can stop a sword, or you stay light and quick on your feet? It's a trade-off that has dictated the rules of war for thousands of years.
And back in the ancient world, man, this choice was really stark. You could go with the heavy bronze cuirass. Sure, it was practically impenetrable, but it was also incredibly heavy. It would slow you right down. Or you could try this other option, this textile armor. It was light, it was flexible, but what about protection? I mean, how could simple fabric possibly stand a chance against the weapons of the day? Well, to answer that, we've got to look at how ancient engineers cracked this exact problem. They came up with a piece of tech that was so good, so effective, it was worn by legends like Alexander the Great. It was called the Linothorax. And listen, this wasn't just some simple cloth tunic. No, this was a sophisticated piece of composite armor. The name itself literally means linen chest armor, and for its time, it was an absolutely revolutionary piece of high-tech defense.
The way they made it was just brilliantly simple, but so effective. Craftsmen would take sheets of linen, glue them together with a special resin, probably made from animal products, press them flat, and then do it all over again, and again, and again, about 15 to 20 times, until they had this single, incredibly durable sheet. And the result? Well, you got a piece of armor that was lightweight and flexible, something a soldier could actually fight in all day. But the cool part is, modern research, like the work done by the Linothorax project at the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay, has shown this stuff was tough enough to stop arrows and even spear thrusts. That gave Greek soldiers a massive tactical edge on the battlefield.
Okay, now let's hit the fast forward button and jump ahead about 2.5 millennia. The weapons have definitely changed. We're talking bullets instead of arrows now. But that need for lightweight, flexible protection, it's exactly the same. And our modern solution is going to sound surprisingly familiar.
Today, the gold standard for this is, of course, Kevlar. It's a synthetic polymer fiber, basically a type of super advanced plastic, and it's famous for its incredible tensile strength. That just means it's ridiculously hard to pull apart, which makes it pretty much the perfect material for modern body armor. So how does Kevlar actually work? It doesn't just act like a tiny steel plate that blocks a bullet. It's much smarter than that. Instead, it acts like a kind of high-tech net. When a bullet hits, the vest catches it, and all that kinetic energy, the energy of its motion, gets spread out across a huge area of woven fibers, slowing the bullet down to a complete stop.
So, we have ancient armor made of linen and glue, and modern vests made from a space-age polymer. They seem like they're from two completely different worlds, right? But what if they're not? What if they're actually built from the exact same secret blueprint? I mean, on the surface, they couldn't be more different. One is all natural, linen and animal glue from ancient Greece. The other is a synthetic polymer born in a 20th century lab. But trust me, the materials don't tell the whole story here. The real genius is in the structure. See, both Linothorax and Kevlar are what engineers call a laminated composite. Now, that's a fancy term, but it describes a really simple and powerful idea. If you take a bunch of layers of fibrous material and bond them together, they become way stronger than just one thick layer of the same stuff. And this gets right to the core of why it works. It's a principle called friction energy dispersion. Think about it like this. Imagine someone throws a fastball at you. If you try to catch it with just one pillow, it's still gonna hurt, right? But what if you have a stack of 20 pillows? Each layer creates friction, absorbs a little bit of the ball's energy until it just stops. That is exactly what's happening in both of these armors.
So this is the big takeaway. The physics, the core principle of spreading out energy that stops a modern bullet in a Kevlar vest, is the exact same principle that stopped an ancient arrow in a Linothorax. It's the same fundamental engineering logic, just separated by 2,500 years of history. How incredible is that? You know, this connection is more than just a cool piece of trivia. It really changes how we ought to think about innovation in the ancient world. It shows a level of material science and engineering that was literally thousands of years ahead of its time.
And this idea is captured perfectly right here. We tend to confuse a lack of modern tools with a lack of intelligence, but the Linothorax proves that ancient never meant primitive, it meant masterful. They understood the principles perfectly, even if they didn't have our fancy modern words for them.
So it just leaves us with this incredible question to chew on. If the blueprint for modern body armor was basically sitting in our history books this whole time, what other brilliant solutions, what other lost blueprints are just out there, hiding in plain sight, waiting for us to rediscover them? If you want to keep digging up the past and exploring more of these amazing ancient blueprints, then hey, do us a favor and like this, drop a comment with your thoughts, and definitely subscribe for more. Let's keep this journey going.